Hey guys, welcome back. This is topic 9 again, still. Topic 9 application of equation. This time we're learning a new concept. This is width and length from perimeter. So let's recall how to find perimeter of rectangle or square. So how do we do that? Well, first there's two ways. Well, you can remember the formula or you can brute force it. And the brute force is pretty simple. We simply add all the sides. So in a rectangle, it's basically perimeter is equal to length plus width. Or in a square, perimeter is equal to side plus side plus side plus side. Let's have an example. Let's make it easier. Let's not find the area since we only need perimeter. Find the perimeter of this rectangle is 6 feet by 20 feet. So the perimeter is basically 6 plus 20, and then what's the side of this? 6 again. Again, since they're rectangle, they have to match the length. 620 plus 6 plus 20 is 52. Now, since we're talking about perimeter, and we're talking about this length, or some kind of measure, we're talking about some kind of measurement, we have to indicate what kind of measurement are we talking about. In this case, it's going to be 52 feet. Now that we had a pretty much good refresher on how to find the perimeter, what if when we don't know what is the length or the width? So now, let's say we have a problem. So the example is the width of a rectangle is 8 centimeters less than the length. What are the length and width if the perimeter is 24 centimeters? So in this type of question, we don't know what the length is or the width. But we do know that from this statement, the perimeter is 24 centimeters, right? The perimeter is 24 centimeters. That's what we know from this. From the question itself, it tells us P is equal to 24 centimeters. Now, the second sentence, the first sentence, is a bit tricky. It looks like it's an add-on, but if you look closely, we can translate that into an equation. The width of the rectangle is 8 centimeters less than the length. So is what? Equal sign, right? So the width is, in this case, there's no variables, right? The width is basically the width. Width is width, so we'll indicate it width, and that's your left hand side of the equation. Now let's focus on the right hand side. 8 centimeters less than the length. So if you translate that, what's this? Less than, right? What's that operation? It's going to be subtraction. So it's going to be 8 centimeters minus length. Now it's going to be length minus 8 centimeters. Okay, so 8L minus, so it's going to be L minus 8. So from this problem, we're given two things. P is equal to 24 centimeters and W is equal to length minus 8. Again, where did we get this? We got this from the first sentence. P is equal to 24 got us from the second sentence. But we still don't know what the hell is the length of it. But from the previous example, we know that perimeter is also length plus width, correct? So we're going to combine these three things. P is equal to 24 centimeters. The width is equal to length minus 8. And perimeter is length plus W. So let's put it all together. Since this P and this P is the same, we can replace this b with 24 as shown here, and length plus length is we keep it as is, but we can change w, we can change width to what? To length minus 8. So we can replace this whole formula as 24 is equal to length plus length minus 8 plus length minus 8. Now can we simply just draw the parentheses here? Yes, we can. Why is that? Well, because we're just essentially, to draw the parentheses, you need to distribute the number in front of it, but in this case it's just 1, and since it doesn't do anything, 1 times a number is just itself, we can simply draw the parentheses. Okay, that's why we're able to draw the parentheses. I don't want you to say, oh, this, I don't want you to show to your teachers that, oh, this guy just simply draw the parentheses because he needs to. So why am I not able to draw the parentheses on this particular problem? So in this particular problem, we can, since 1 times something is itself. So now that we draw the parentheses, we have 24 is equal to length plus length plus length minus 8 plus length minus 8. Now let's simplify that. That's going to be 24 is equal to 4L minus 16. Hey, now we have a good equation, right? So we can solve for L. So solve for L. How to do that? Well, we had to isolate L. So first thing first, we need to get rid of that minus 16. To do that, we had to add 16 on both sides. 16 added on both sides, you'll get 40 is equal to 4L. 24 plus 16 is 40 in the same case. And minus 16 plus 16 is 0, so we're left with 4L. So now our equation is 40 is equal to 4L. Now we had to get rid of that 4 from L, right? So how do we do that? Do we subtract? No, because again, that's a coefficient of L, of this term, right? So how do we get rid of coefficient? Well, we divide. We divide by the coefficient. So divide both sides by 4. 40 divided by 4 and 4L divided by 4. 40 divided by 4 is 10, and 4L divided by 4 is basically L. So from here we got 10 centimeter is equal to L. Again, we're doing measurements, so we have to indicate what kind of measurement we're talking about. L is equal to 10 centimeters. But are we done here? Now if you stop here, you'll get your answer wrong, because you did all these things and you only did half of the question. The question is, what are the length and width? Not just length, and width. So we have to find width. Now we can put this in here. We can put this in here and solve for W. But there's a better equation that shows us what we want. Is there an equation you can see? It's right here. W is equal to L minus 8. We can simply plug 10 to this equation to get W. So now we're going to get W equals L minus 8, which if you plug in 10 to L, you get 10 minus 8, which is 2 centimeter. Again, we're talking about measurement, so don't forget your unit. Let's have another one. In this case, we'll draw. Thank you. Let's say you need to visualize the problem, and that's okay. Let's have a problem, and this time we'll visualize the problem. So we have nearly the same exact problem, the length of the rectangle is 4 meters more than the width. Given that the perimeter is 56 meters, what are the length and width? Now, in this case, instead of figuring out what the hell is the given part, let's say you draw the rectangle, right? And you have a length and the width. You can have your length here and the width here, it doesn't really matter. In this case, I like the length on my sides and the width on the flat side. So let's say we have W and L, right? Let's say you don't know this one. From this, you still need to figure out from the problem some parts of the equation, right? So let's start with the first sentence. Length of rectangle L is 4 more than the width. So is it going to be 4 plus W? No, because this word more than, the word, especially the word than, instead of 4 plus W is going to be W plus 4. So now instead of L plus W plus L plus W, we can simply add L plus 4 plus W plus W plus 4 plus W plus W. My bad on that. And you can see it right here. Perimeter is W plus 4 plus W plus 4 plus W plus W. Now that we have this, we can move on to the next part of the problem. Given that the perimeter is 56, what is the perimeter already? It's 56. So 56 is equal to W plus 4 plus W plus 4 plus W plus 4 plus W plus W. I think I miscounted on W, so we'll check on that. W. And we can already drop the W. We can already, in this one, we can already drop the parentheses, okay? Now, let's simplify things. Add all the like terms. And you're going to get 56 is equal to 4W plus 8 is equal to 56. Or 56 is equal to 4W plus 8. Either way. Now, our goal is, instead of finding the length first, we can find the W first. Because that's the variables that's remaining in our equation. Now to do that, we subtract 8 on both sides to get rid of this plus 8. So you're going to get 48 is equal to 4W. Now divide both sides. Now you want W by itself again. So you had to get rid of that coefficient 4. To do that, we had to divide both sides by 4. 4W divided by 4 and 48 divided by 4. 48 divided by 4 gives you 12. And 4W divided by 4 is W. So 12 is equal to W. Now if you write it this way, you get it wrong since we're talking about measurement and measurement needs units. So don't forget to signify what kind of units we are. In this case, what's the unit? Meters. So 12 meters is equal to W. Now, are we done here? Nope. Since again we're talking about length and width, we have to figure out, if we have width, we have to figure out what? Length. And in this case, instead of plugging it back here and solving for length, we can simply plug it here and solve for length. So length is equal to W plus 4. Replace W with 12. So L is equal to 12 plus 4, which is 16 meters. Again, don't forget your all-important unit. Last two. So the width of a rectangle is 5 inches less than the length. Given that the perimeter is 50 inches, what is the length and width? In this case, I kind of draw again. W is equal to length minus width. I got it from this part of the sentence. W equals 5 less than length. It's going to be W equals length minus 5. Again, the word then gives us tells us the order is reversed. So instead of 5 minus L, it's L minus 5. And this is L. So brute force way, L plus L, this L, plus L minus 5, plus L minus 5 should give us the perimeter, as shown in this part of the PowerPoint. Now the second part tells us that the perimeter is 50 inches. So now we can simply replace P with 50 and we can simplify. Again, drop the parentheses and combine like terms. And you're going to get 50 is equal to 4L minus 10. Now we want to get rid of that minus 10. To do that, oh yeah, don't forget, I almost forgot. When we're solving equations, don't forget to draw the line so you guys know that if you ever do one thing on one side, you also have to do it on the other side of the line. So in this case, we add 10 on your right hand side to get rid of that minus 10, so you had to also add 10 on your left hand side. 50 plus 10 gives us 60. 60 is equal to 4L. This 2 cancels out. 60 is equal to 4L. We want L by itself, so you have to divide both sides by 4. 60 divided by 4 is equal to 4L divided by 4. Do some division and simplification, and you're going to get 15 is equal to L. Now again, we don't want to simply say 15 is equal to L. We need to say what kind of 15 is it. Again, it's a measurement, not just a number. So you have to say 15 inches is equal to L. Now we're not done yet. We simply have one part of the question. We still need the second part, which is the width. So in this case, W is equal to L minus 5. We simply plug in 15 to L, and you're going to get L is equal to 15 minus 5, which is 10 inches. Now, I know I showed you guys this is rectangle and square, but rectangle is the hardest one, but we'll do some squares. Okay, we'll do one square because square is the easiest problem in this. Easiest problem. If you get the concept of rectangles, you're able to get the concept of the squares. So in this case, we only need to find one side, right? All of them are the same because it's a square. It's not a rectangle, it's a square, so all of them have the same length, same measurement. So that's why this problem is a bit shorter. So given that the perimeter of a square is 10 inches, what are the sides? So let's draw this. Draw the square, and the side is this. So the perimeter is equal to the perimeter of a square is side plus side plus side plus side, as shown here. And we're going to simply rewrite P as what? 20. Again, given here, perimeter is 20 inches. P is equal to 20. We're going to replace P with 20 inches. So now we have 20 is equal to S plus S plus S plus S. Then we're going to combine like terms. And you're going to have 20 is equal to 4S in this. Now that we have this equation, we simplify. We have to get rid of 4. To do that, we divide both sides by 4. We're going to get 20 divided by 4 is equal to 4S divided by 4. 20 divided by 4 is 5, and 4S over 4 is simply S. So you're going to get 5 is equal to S. But again, we're talking about measurement, so don't forget your unit. So don't simply say is 5 equals to s. Say that it's 5 inches is equal to s. Because every point matters at this point if you're doing your test. Okay? So we're almost done. And if you're struggling, this test will probably help you because there's a lot of this test will probably help you in real life. So that's it. That's it for this video. So this is how we find width and length from perimeter. And probably if you go higher in math classes, you're going to find width and length from area, which is more difficult than this problem. But for now, we have the easy problem. So thanks for watching. Goodbye.